welcome to the GALEO 20th Anniversary Gala. We're so happy to have you here today. We're going to share with you our past, present, and future, and we hope you're with us for the next 20 years. Thank you to all of our sponsors and everyone who helped us get here. Every past board member, donor, and supporter got us to this point and made the world that GALEO envisions a reality.
November 2003, GALEO is born.
So GALEO started after a grueling legislative session where we were pushing forward a legislative initiative for expanding driver's licenses without regarding immigration status. We were moving the bill forward, and unfortunately it did pass the Senate, but it was recalled the next day. And part of that was confusing to our community, and we were asked by the Athens community to come explain what exactly happened. So Representative Pedro Marin, State Senator Sam Samarripa, and I got in a car. We went to Athens, and we were expecting maybe a crowd of about 20 people that wanted to know what had happened, but there was a room full of people, families, children included, that wanted to know what exactly happened with the failure of the legislation. So it's an important moment, I think, for our community. At that point in time, we realized that we needed to do something different if we wanted legislative successes. We wanted to make sure that our community was mobilized, was educated about the process, but also understood how our community can exercise its power. That is why we started GALEO at that point in time. It was just an idea, but we wanted to make sure that we were beginning the process to engage our community in policy success for the future.
In 2004, first power breakfast. First voters registration training. Grassroots leadership training with Kennesaw State University. 6 Latino elected officials in Georgia. Georgia Latino Community Development Fund established. 2009, GALEO Leadership Council launches. 2010, Georgia Latino electorate reaches 150,000. GALEO published the first Georgia's Latino electorate in 2008 report. 2010, the Georgia Latino population reaches 825,000. The Órale 10 initiative began. GALEO organized travel to the March on DC for Immigration Reform. GALEO led Georgia Latino Complete Count Committee. 2011, the Georgia Latino electorate reaches 240,000. The GALEO Institute for Leadership program graduates surpass 400.
GALEO is important to the Latino community. There's a lot of gaps that we're filling, whether it's leadership development or civic engagement, but there's so much information that needs to be brought out to the community, so much action that we need to take. As more people are registering to vote, as more people are getting educated, going through the higher ed route, there's so much more to sharpen and shape our Latino community.
GALEO registered over 150 new voters. Jerry Gonzalez invited to the White House for a holiday reception. 2012, Lobby Day at the Capitol.
I think it's important to represent the interests of Latinos, and that's exactly what we do. There aren't many of us at the state capitol, and I feel privileged to be one of the few people who are there to represent the interests of Latinos in Georgia specifically. It's a tough job, it's a lot of work, a lot of moving parts, a lot of relationship building, coalition building, and really understanding the laws that impact the Latino community here. So it's a big role, but it's interesting work, and I feel privileged to be the first person to do this job as a full-time staff member ever in the history of GALEO.
GALEO participated in the National Immigration Forum Southeast Summit and was in attendance at the White House briefing about the DACA program. 2012, beginnings of DACA. Testimony Against Immigrant Laws in Birmingham. 2013, GALEO hosted the 10th Annual Hispanic Heritage Luncheon. 2014, registered over 7,000 voters at naturalization ceremonies. 2015, the Latino electorate in Georgia is over 220,000. 2016, the number of voters registered at naturalization ceremonies nears 17,000. 2017, first annual Latino Leaders Summit.
In 2017, GALEO hosted the first annual Latino Leaders Summit at Georgia Gwinnett College in Gwinnett County. That was in conjunction with OLAS, the Organization of Latin American Students. And that relationship had built a pipeline for leaders in OLAS to go through the GALEO Institute of Leadership at GALEO. I am one of those who benefited from the relationship created between OLAS and GALEO, and I went through the leadership program.
2018, GALEO Quinceañera. 2019, GALEO Impact Fund is established. Georgia is the focus of national attention in 2020 elections when Biden wins and Georgia voters elected 2 Democratic senators. Georgia Latino electorate reaches 385,185. In the 2024 elections, we know that Georgia is going to be a very important state to watch, and it's imperative that our Latinos feel empowered to go out and exercise their vote because that is essentially their voice. So I think GALEO is going to be very instrumental in helping people get registered to vote, reminding them of the importance, and maybe even helping them understand issues at hand. So one of the things our community organizers are doing, they are working on charlas comunitarias, or town halls as we sometimes call them, so that they can communicate with people, go to them in their community to hear what their needs are and have conversations about those issues. GALEO Institute for Leadership program graduates surpassed 700. 2023, all-time high of 18 full-time staff members. Puente para la Gente launch. Latino Day at the Capitol. 2023, State Senate unanimously passes a proclamation congratulating GALEO on their 20th anniversary. GALEO celebrates its 20th year anniversary with a gala.
Happy birthday, GALEO!